Thanks for tuning in to Glass Break, a new series for all topics related to glass. Take a break from the busy workday and join us as we watch amazing art come to life. Today we will be watching the Museum of Glass Hot Shop team make a glass narwhal. Leading the team is Gabe Feenan, and he will be assisted by his friends and colleagues, Nick Davis and Courtney Branna.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'll be your narrator today. My name's Jay Reinhardt, and I work in the AV department here at the Museum of Glass. Courtney here in the red shirt, he's got a color cup. Pretty soon they're going to stuff it with a mass of clear glass, which is what Gabe has here. He's going to shape it and then gather some more glass on top, get it to the size he wants, and then stuff it inside the color cup. He works it into shape, goes to collect some more mass, drips off the excess into the can. They're going to take the cup, break it off the pipe, put it in a metal stand. Gabe will press the mass of glass inside and continue to press and press until it expands and reaches the top. Shaping it back up with the wooden block there. Using a folded up wet newspaper, you can work the glass by hand. And that's nice because it helps him work out the odd spot left over from where the punty was holding the color cup. So that odd round bit at the end will be snipped, and then it'll press, flatten, and continue into further shaping. They repeatedly flatten and squeeze and pull the piece into shape. And as they do, they end up with some excess glass towards the end, which they're going to snip off here in a second. There it was. That was the bulk of the excess glass. They'll repeat that process again. Each time it'll be less and less until they get it just how they want. They tuck it away in the garage where it can stay warm till they're ready to apply it on again. They're going to continue sectioning off portions, pressing them into shape, and then working them into fins. Watch Gabe will take the jacks, create a constriction, begin forming that portion that he'll press and work into the fin. Over on the side, Nick and Courtney are making the hat for the narwhal. Because it's the holiday season, they want to make a nice winter hat for them. Clipping, pulling, stretching, shaping. That's the name of the game all the time down here. This will be the tusk. Narwhals have these crazy tusks. He's taking his glass, grabbing it with the diamond shears, giving it a good twist, making a spiral. Getting it ready to be broken off and tucked into the garage. Still got a little bit of work to do on it. Make that tip even better. You see the same kind of thing they did with the fins. Remove excess, get a good taper. Here we're moving on to a color overlay. I'm going to make a nice bubble out of this, which will then become a cup. Here we have a diagram of the color overlay process. And we can see a sample. It's been cut so we can view it in cross section and see that the color's on the inside, then layered with clear, and it gives the appearance of being colored all the way through. Nick has worked that color all the way over the bubble. We've gathered more mass to make the bubble larger. They continue to shape. They really want a nice even bubble. That way it blows out proportionately correct. Apply the punty. Similar to the blowpipe, except air does not pass through. They're just going to hold the bubble. And actually what they're going to do is turn this bubble into a cup. And they can do it really fast. So fast we actually missed the shot of them flaring it open. But what he did was put the jacks into the bubble and flare it open. You might have seen him kind of going back and forth from inside to out. He's continuing to flare, continuing to smooth and shape, trying to keep everything straight. We begin a second color overlay for a second bubble. It's a different color. So again, we're just going through the motions here of shaping the bubble. Remember, this is a different color here. Same concept though, we just saw this. Again with the attachment of the punny. One thing that's super important is getting it as on center as possible. Flaring out the cup. We're getting to see a little more on this cup than we did the last one. Hopefully the process is a little clearer now. I'm going to join these two cups together in a process called encalmo. Encalmo means to graft. So essentially we're grafting the two cups together to make a two-colored bubble. Gabe used the propane torch, got a spot really hot, stabbed in with the jacks to make a hole. Now applying a blow punty over the top of that hole. And this is going to allow him to keep blowing air in the piece while holding it from the side. So essentially they're switching the axis of how the piece is held. And this way we have a belly and a back. And Gabe's taking the hot torch, melting a colored stringer of glass, and putting on speckled dots. This is to emulate the pattern seen on the narwhals. They'll continue to shape, gather more clear. They want to protect all those color and details that they've applied while still making the piece bigger as well. He's taking it to the pipe cooler, gave the pipe a nice cool down. Again with the wet newspaper, you can shape the glass by hand. He's working towards more of a teardrop shape. He's pulling out the tail. The back end's got a good shape. Now they're going to want to work on the front. They're going to attach a punty. Now that the piece is at its full size, won't need to add much air, so they're just going to go ahead and work with the punny from here on out. Give a little bit of an angle to it so the piece will hang where they want it to. Gabe gives it a squeeze, kind of a flatter profile. Now with the whale body in good shape, it's time to add some eyeballs. He heats up the area where they'll need to be seated, makes an indention with this metal rod, and then he can add in the eye. Using a long, thin piece of colored glass, known as a stringer, he creates the pupils. We'll attach our side fins. Heating and fusing with the torch. There's his hat. And of course, he needs his little tuft. Would not be complete without the tuft. Finishing up the tail fins. One of the members is going to get suited up. Grab the Kevlar gloves and mask. Tap, it's free. Off to the annealing oven it goes.
Thanks for watching. We really hope you liked this video. To see more glass break episodes, along with other great glass blowing content, check out our channel's video playlists.